My new wrap cost how much? I think my nose is bleeding. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Tacomaholic channel. Yes, we will finally be getting into exactly what I paid for the wrap for the Tacoma. But before we do, check out this sweet t-shirt I am wearing. I would like to send a big thanks out to Red Pilled Patriot, who sent this to me this week. Fan of the YouTube channel, and I really appreciate it. I love this thing. As you all know, even though my truck is now orange, I was sort of doing a Deadpool theme for a little while there with the black and red. And even though it's not really Deadpool themed anymore, obviously, Deadpool's by far my favorite superhero character, so definitely appreciate this. And at the bottom, if you can see behind my little fat roll, it does say taco, so best gift in the world in my opinion. So he does have an Instagram I will go ahead and link to below. Go ahead and check that out, and thank you so much. The primary reason I was not going to initially tell you guys how much I spent on the wrap is I did not want Mrs. Tacomaholic to find out, because if she finds out, and I am running a huge risk posting this video, if she finds out, she might kill me and there'll be no more Tacomaholic videos. So if this is the last video, you guys know what happened. Okay, everyone, so initially I was not going to say exactly how much I spent on my wrap, but a bunch of you guys started asking and commenting below, so I figured I might as well spill the beans and go ahead and tell you guys what I paid. Definitely falls into that category of more than a little, but less than too much, in my opinion. So I paid $2,500 for the wrap for my Tacoma, which is the matte orange, which you guys know I love. Cannot be more thrilled with the way it turned out. So some of you might think $2,500, that sounds like a crazy amount of money to spend on a wrap, and others of you might say that doesn't sound too bad at all. And that's the category I fall in, obviously, since I'm the one who spent it. The $2,500 does include everything. So that is the vinyl, the labor, all of it, tax. So $2,500 flat rate charge for the truck. In my local area, at least, the same place, which is DS Plus, I will go ahead and link to them down below. Check them out. $2,500 for trucks, vans, all that stuff. They charge $2,200 for the base single color for cars and smaller vehicles. So initially I was not going to pay to have a professional do this. I was going to get with a local Tacoma World guy, a buddy of mine, and I was going to just buy the vinyl, which is a lot cheaper than I thought. So you can get sheets of vinyl probably for a Tacoma sized vehicle, probably for about $150 to $300 just for the material, and that's a higher end Avery and 3M stuff like that, which I do have the Avery on mine. So he did wrap his truck. He is the same guy who in my previous video has the sort of army green vehicle, so he does have skill, and his turned out great. The initial plan was just to buy the vinyl, and then him and I were going to get together and do the whole truck. The problem was neither he or I had access to a garage, and one of the biggest issues when you're wrapping a vehicle is the static. When you pull the sticker layer off and get ready to put the vinyl on, the static it generates pulls up dust and all kinds of stuff. So this would have been a huge pain to do without a garage, where you're working in more of a controlled environment. Obviously you still have stuff to deal with. It's not going to be perfectly static free or clean or anything like that, still dust, but I figured attempting something like that outdoors, you'd have all kinds of imperfections under the vinyl, and I didn't really want to risk that. Plus it's the middle of winter, and even though it's about 60 degrees today, the weather right now is not really a perfect situation for doing that. Okay, so now that I told you how much I spent on my vinyl, that really doesn't help you out a lot unless you are going to the exact same place I went to get mine in this area. The same exact dealer in a more metropolitan area might charge twice the fee. I mean, who knows? I mentioned in my other wrap video, there was quite a price discrepancy just in the local area in the 3 or 4 places I contacted, anywhere from about $1,500 to $5,000 plus, and that's just for the same, one solid color wrap that I went with. Just because I'm telling you what I spent, you may or may not be able to count on pricing of a similar nature if you're interested in getting a wrap for your truck in your area. Find out what your local places are charging, and again, like I mentioned before, plenty of things influencing the factor, from the quality of the vinyl. The Avery and 3Ms are easier to work with, so they're typically going to be a little more expensive. The plan is there that they are easier to install, and then they should last a lot longer than some of the cheaper material out there. It's going to be a lot cheaper just to get a flat color design like I have. If you have some kind of crazy pattern that needs to be perfectly, parallel to the street, or have things match between panels, that's obviously going to make it a lot more difficult for the installer to work with. So they're probably going to jack the price up a little bit for that. And then just geographically, as with just about everything else, if you're living in a city or around a big city, then things are just probably going to be a little more expensive. So just keep that in mind, and don't let the price of the vinyl wrap dissuade you from going that route. I think this is a great solution to definitely make the truck stand out. I mean, aside from lifting tires and, you know, full bumpers and stuff like that, I don't think there's anything I could do to this truck to make it stand out more than the matte orange wrap. Okay everyone, so now that you know what I paid for my wrap, I hope you will all rest easy and be able to sleep at night. I know I will. Hopefully, like I said, this is not the last Tacomaholic video if my wife finds out what I paid. So I hope to see you in just a few days with the next video. Got a ton of stuff planned. It is supposed to be pretty crappy weather this weekend with rain and snow mix, so it's going to limit me with some of the stuff I have planned, but got a few interior things to work on also. So if this is your first time stopping by, please consider subscribing if you love Tacoma videos. Give the video a like. If you've already started researching the cost of wraps in your area, please comment below. I'm curious to see what other parts of the country or world even are charging. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you are notified every time I upload, which is twice a week. And go ahead and share the video with your friends and family, social media. Help me get the Tacomaholic name out there. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you in the next video.